Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Golden Goal Show. Welcome to Season 6, Episode 5, here on a lovely day after some nice weekend football we just had, and week of football that we just had. It was a bit nice to watch, but for some teams like Manchester United, sorry, my flu is getting worse. It was a bit bad, Dobby. He is Harry Potter. Okay, well, everybody, welcome watching to the show on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, TikTok, Instagram Reels, X, Twitter. Watch us on everything. Watch us on Mr. Onana's live lovely gloves because they save the world. Oh my god, we're in trouble. But everybody, welcome watching the show. Let me first introduce you to my co-host of the show. He's a fan of Atletico Madrid. His name is Paulinho. How are you doing, Mr. Paulinho?
I'm doing pretty good, but those United fans are having a pretty grim week, right?
Very grim, like the Grim Reaper. He is just pulling them down, not doing well at all. So, sad times for them. All right, well, everybody, let us first get into the first segment of the show, which is indeed about the breaking news going on in the world football for the world football's breaking news. Can't believe I said that twice. But yes, the first breaking news is indeed about Liverpool starlet Rio Ngumoha shatters club record and joins Wayne Rooney in a unique feature. So yes, Rio marked his Premier League debut with a stunning last-minute winner for Liverpool in a 3-2 victory over Newcastle. The 16-year-old sensation who joined the Reds from Chelsea in 2024 was a heroic second-half substitute for a match of the ages in St. James's Park. Mohamed Salah played a ball across the box and Dominic Szoboszlai dummied it before Rio rifled in the bottom corner to spark wild scenes at the Reds camp. Liverpool has squandered a 2-0 lead and it looks like to go home with just a point, but the teenage sensations' heroics made it 2 wins from 2. In scoring the winner, Rio is now the club's youngest goal scorer in history, aged 16 years and 361 days, beating previous record holder Ben Woodburn, who is just 17, 1 month and 14 days old, scoring his first goal in October 2016. He is also the second 16-year-old player in the Premier League history to score a winning goal. The winger follows the footsteps of Wayne Rooney, who netted the winner for Everton against Arsenal in October 2000. Very, very good stuff. And honestly, I can say Chelsea did waffling once again. You just let go another player, Mr. I could say Kevin De Bruyne, I could say Mohamed Salah, and now it's Rio. So, Chelsea, I know you have good players. I don't understand me wrong. You have major talent over there, but this kid is talented and can only see him doing better. Almost plays like Mbappe, might say so myself. All right, Mr. Paulinho, 1 or 2 words for Mr. Rio scoring a goal against Newcastle United to break the deadlock to win for Liverpool.
What a finish, mate.
What?
I mean, he had the entire left side of the goal open, but it was a good finish.
Agreed.
Yeah, very risky, but he has the quality to do it this week.
Yeah.
He has the skills to pay the bills.
Ooh, skills to pay the bills, indeed. But yes, I mean, on the big stage like that, you know, it could always get, you know, the shutters, the scaries could get to the players. So hey, big up for him and congratulations, mate. Congrats. All right, on to the next breaking news, indeed, about Mario Balotelli in line to follow Daniel Sturridge's footsteps as he aims to seal his 13th club of his career. And yes, Mario Balotelli could be set to join the 13th club of his career, declared he wants to play in Australia. The former Premier League title winner, attracting interest from Serie A, Perth Glory, is following the release from Genoa. Balotelli spending the season in Italy last campaign, but he only made 6 appearances in Serie A before falling out of favour. The spell with Genoa came after a spell in Turkey with Adana Demirspor and Switzerland with Sion. He also played for Italian side Monza, Brescia, Inter, AC Milan, and represented French clubs like Marseille, and as well as Premier League clubs like Liverpool and Manchester City. The 35-year-old is on the lookout for the next challenge and publicly admitting he'd want to go to Australia. And he told Newswire this: "I'm definitely very interested about playing in the A-League, which is Australian League. and it would be a new experience for me. Absolutely, my door is open. If the clubs want to speak to me about coming to Australia, I would be more than happy to. Ah, very, very cute. So, I mean, yeah, Balotelli, why not? And as his shirt says, why always me and why always not? Honestly, so hey, if he does move to Perth Glory in Australia, good for him. Mr. Polino, one or two words about Mr. Bibotelli, as we call him, or Balotelli.
The new Christian Vieri.
I know that is
every window. He realizes that he doesn't have to leave every window, right?
He wants to experience the culture, try new food, meet new ladies.
Sure. You know what? If I could experience it that way, I would.
There we go. Well, Mr. Balotelli, we wish you good luck, mate. All right, well, on to the next breaking news of the show. So yes, the next breaking news is indeed about Pep Guardiola saying, "We will see," and gives a cryptic response to Man City's goalkeeping situation switch after Trafford error. And yes, indeed, Pep Guardiola remained coy in his goalkeeper option of Man City following the crucial mistake by James Trafford against Tottenham. So Trafford made a sloppy pass in his own area that led to João Paulinho scoring the second goal for Spurs in a 2-0 win on Saturday. The goalkeeper re-signed from City this summer in $27 million move from Burnley and made his second consecutive start for the club. And long-term number one Ederson, who was a target for Galatasaray, was named on the bench for his first matchday squad appearance of the season. And yes, he told them this indeed. Oh my gosh, a big decision to make the goalkeeper scenario. You picked James Trafford today. Ederson was on the bench. And he said this: "What does the future hold for these two players?" Guardiola responded with, "We will see this week. This week, we will see." Which also does mean that Gianluigi Donnarumma released an emotional statement after he did retire from Paris Saint-Germain, and he is linked to go to Manchester City. And there has been signs of the agents talking and him possibly going to Manchester City. This would be a huge, huge signing for Manchester City if they do get the goalkeeper, Gigi Donnarumma. So, I mean, that would be very strengthening for Man City. Okay, lovely stuff. Mr. Paulinho, you got one or two words about Man City possibly signing Gigi Donnarumma? I mean, it was supposed to happen, a couple of days ago, but it's lagging on like a lot.
What about Trafford though?
He is a man.
I agree. Well, actually, I wouldn't know. I can't confirm.
Exactly. Very smart. Would you like to see Mr. Gigi Donnarumma at Man City, or did you be like, okay, cool, Man City can get anybody they want?
I think it would be fitting. He's decent with the ball at his feet, and he's a good shot stopper. So I think he's better than Ederson overall. And I think it would probably be about even with the overall effect of Ederson. I mean, it's not as good with his feet, obviously, but better shot stopper. So I think it'd be interesting.
Okay, fair enough. I like that. All right, well, everybody, that was that breaking news. Let us go on to the next breaking news. So, the next breaking news is indeed about Joe Bellingham's father confronts Borussia Dortmund's sporting director after halftime substitution. Joe Bellingham's dad, Mark, held a heated discussion with Borussia Dortmund's Sebastian Kehl, the director, at the weekend. The conversation happened at the full time after Joe was hauled off at halftime during the 3-3 draw with St. Pauli. It was a decision that appeared to frustrate Mark and his partner, Dennis. Leading the Mark tried speaking with the sporting director after Niko Kovac decided to replace England Youth International. Respected German publication, Mark was unhappy with the decision to take off Job, and the team's overall performance did lack. He also reportedly speaks with Kovac and Kehl to issue the public reminder that the dressing room is for staff and players only. He said, "We are all disappointed about the result yesterday, and still active area at a club remains to reserve for players, coaches, and officials, not families or advisors." And they said, "This will not happen again. We will make this clear to all parties involved." And yes, the Dortmund's managing director, Lars Ricken, later played down the discussion. He reaffirmed that the parents and their representatives wouldn't be allowed or near the dressing rooms ever again. Oh, very, very interesting. It seems like this is a common Dortmund thing. Didn't this happen with Gio Reyna's or Christian Pulisic? I don't know, something like that with the U.S. American team talking to the.
Yeah, it happened with Reina and the U.S. men's national team. I don't remember it happening with them in Dortmund though.
Oh, well, it could happen. I mean, I know it did happen with the U.S. national team, but okay. I guess it's a Dortmund thing. You never know. Players that play for Dortmund always get their parents involved. No idea. Okay, lovely stuff. On to the next breaking news. Don. So yes, the next breaking news is indeed about Tottenham Hotspur, ex-Premier League forward, and a plot to hijack Chelsea's move for a 50 million rated star. Yes, Tottenham Hotspur are looking to sign 2 attackers between now and the end of the season, with the understands that Xavi Simons is one option who is being actively considered, with Spurs looking to hijack Chelsea's deal for RB Leipzig playmaker. The 22-year-old Dutchman has already agreed terms with the Blues, but no club-to-club agreement is in place. Leipzig paid Paris Saint-Germain 45 million euros, and January further 25 million in add-ons agreed, but not all have been paid, leading Chelsea to try to strike a deal closer to 50 million for Xavi Simons. But yes, indeed, the North Londoners are keen to buy as well Adilma Lukman in a move to drive consultant Fabio Patrezzi, who returned to the club for a time in the window ends. Lukman is also pushing to leave Atalanta after issuing a strong statement earlier this summer where he was accused the club of blocking his exit. And yes, Inter Milan tried to bid for him, but they did turn it down. But yes, Tottenham, could they buy Xavi Simons and Lukman? That would definitely help them, especially with Maddison out, and as well with Eze choosing Arsenal over Tottenham. Interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff. All right, Mr. Poligno, 1 or 2 words about the 2 that could possibly go to Tottenham and strengthen the squad. Mr. Xavi Simons and Lukman.
That would be interesting. I mean, I could definitely see Lukman after he wanted to go to Inter, and then he rejected Atleti, came back to them, and they were like, "Oh, you didn't want us the first time."
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, I don't really know who else would go for him. Barcelona would have been an option, but they signed Rashford on a permanent, so it's not really a possibility. So I think that this would be probably the best option for him. On the other hand, I really see Xavi Simons going to Chelsea. So yeah, whether it's as a 10 or whether it's as a left winger, I think he'd fit in there really well.
Yep, agreed. But let's just see what he does, and you never know. Leipzig is very good at getting money out of their players, so lovely stuff. On to the next breaking news, which is the last breaking news that we all want to talk about. So yes, the next breaking news is indeed about Ruben Amorim apologizes to Manchester United fans as he gives cryptic verdict on players after Grimsby humiliation. So yes, Ruben Amorim insisted everything was wrong with his Manchester United side as they crashed out of the Carabao Cup against Grimsby. So the Red Devils suffered a humiliating exit at the hands of their League 2 opponents as they were beaten 12-11 in a marathon penalty shootout after the game finished in 2-2 normal time. So Brian Mbemba missed the penalty decisive spot kick for United at Blundell Park despite helping his crew claw back to get a tie in the last minutes of the game. We have Charles Verman and Tyler Warren put the Marinas 2-0 up at halftime before Mboma pulled the goal back, and as well Harry Maguire coming in the 89th minute to score for them. And indeed, when speaking to them, Amorim said this: everything is okay. And he said, the way that the game started, we were not even here. When everything is so important to our club, everything that happened, it's a problem in our club. We should not do so much better. So I just have to say sorry to all the fans, and I felt to my players that spoke really loud today to know what they want. And when he asked about what's the future holds, he said, I think it's easy for you to say, let's focus on the next game, and then we have a spot for the international games. We will think things through. And he said, again, I am really sorry and let's just focus on the next game. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people knew about this result. Even the world knew about this result, and it's kind of tough. All these Manchester United fans right now are just looking at this and just saying, if it's anything from the keeper, wanting a new keeper, or if it's anything to just wanting new players, it's not looking good rough. Okay, Mr. Polinium, did you happen to catch parts of this match? Anything you want to say about Amaron and Onana?
I heard some stuff about it, and I watched the 2 penalty misses. To be fair, those are probably the worst 2 players to miss the penalty as well, because they're both signings who came in. They both started well, but neither of them have scored yet.
Yeah.
And now they've both missed penalties to knock themselves out. So it's a huge confidence killer there. And 2 players that you really would depend on for confidence. I heard about some of the game. I heard Mino played really well, but it looks like they're going to try to sell him. Apparently for only like 50 million euros, which would be a great deal for whoever gets that. But honestly, they shouldn't even need a coach to beat Grimsby. Like, I think teams that lose to these 2nd, 3rd division teams, there's almost no way you could put that on the coach. That's almost always going to be like a player mentality thing.
Yep, I fully agree. I don't know what else they can do right now, so it's kind of tough.
Yeah, especially when they throw their starters on and stuff like that, or what their backup team should be winning. What was it? The League 2, right?
Yep.
That's where they're playing.
The 4th division in England.
Their backup team would go undefeated in League 2. So there's no reason that they shouldn't be winning this cup game against them.
Yep, very much agree. And it's funny to point out the goalkeeper for this Grimsby Town side is actually a Manchester United fan.
Yep. Yeah, I saw the quote. He was like, I was kind of pissed off because United are out of the cup so early, but we did it, so you know.
Oh my god. Embarrassing everywhere. That's sad to see.
Funny. He even let in 11 penalties for them.
What a nice guy. That is, he had a bet.
By the way, was Cunha saved or did he miss?
Cunha's, he just, I believe he hit the,
no,
it was saved. Saved. It was saved, yes.
But it was still a bad penalty, wasn't it? Oh, yeah, that was the one where he did the slow one, isn't it?
Yep, correct. Yep. And he hit it to the right, and the goalkeeper saved it.
Yep. And then Embuemos was just off the crossbar.
Yep. Crossbar challenge.
Yeah. Neither of them very good, were they?
No, they were not. They were sadly not. Okay, well, everybody, I'm sorry if you're a Manchester United fan. We like to make jokes.
I'm sorry too.
Yes, thank you, Paulinho. We like to make jokes and everything, but I'm sure this affects a lot of mental health of all these Liverpool fans. So, excuse me, Liverpool's doing fine right now. Of all these United fans. So, hey, get well soon. It's fine. Hopefully, it'll be fine. You never know. Okay, well, everybody, that was indeed the breaking news for the show. But now, let's indeed go to the next segment of the show, which is indeed, and I love to do this so much because it makes me happy. I just like to change the music to add a little
US Sunday. Thank you for your patron.
Seagan is just a spectator, looks down at him and says, "That's not human," and it is not.
Hello, everybody. That was lovely buttons. Let's now go on to the transfer talks. So yes, the transfer window is almost closed. Let's talk about the most recent transfers that happen in the world of football. So yes, the first transfer is indeed about Iñaki Peña, going from Barcelona to Elche on a loan, the goalkeeper. So yeah, nice little starting position for him. Next one is indeed Thiago Giallo, going from Juventus to Biscates on a 3.5 million euro fee with 1 million add-ons, a centre-back. Good luck to you. Another one, Wilfred Zingel, going from Monaco to Galatasaray for 25 million euros and 24-year-old. So good luck to you, mate. Another one, Gift Orban, going from Hoffenheim to Verona on a 500k loan. The striker, who's just 23-year-old, and yeah, nice first-team football fan.
That's a good deal for them.
Agreed. Yeah, Verona's been signing a couple great players lately, so hopefully they do well.
Hopefully they stay up.
Yeah, agreed. Okay, another done deal I'm talking about is Mateus Franca going from Crystal Palace to I want to say this team, but I believe they are in Brazil, so I could not guess. It's a team with the pirate ship as a cross on it, so looks pretty cool. On a loan, 21-year-old attacking midfielder. Next one is the Arthur Melo, going from Juventus to Grêmio on a loan, the 29-year-old. Nice little football for him. Another one, Amel Bella Kochap, going from Southampton to Verona. Verona strengthened them again on a loan for 500k, the centre back. Another one, Christoph Zefires, going from the Red Star to Noah. Great little 10 million euro fee for them. So lovely stuff for the centre midfielder. Another one, Matthew Ryan, the Australian, going from Lens to Levante. Who as a free agent, the 33-year-old goalkeeper. Another one, Aaron Ansmirmino, going from Chelsea to Dortmund on a nice loan, the centre back. So nice first team football for him. Another one, El Belil Torre, going from Atalanta to Besiktas in Turkey for $3 million fee and on a loan, as a striker. Another one, Philip Billing, going from Bournemouth to Midtjylland in Norway for €5 million fee, the centre midfielder. And last one, Danny Ings, going from West Ham United to Sheffield United as a free agent, the striker. And then Hugo Gulumon, going from the nice team called Valencia to Hajduk Split in Croatia, the 23-year-old defensive midfielder.
Valencia is once again, I think last year was probably the best year they've had for transfers in terms of they didn't sell any great players, and then they looked like they were going to do really well. They had a bad start, and then they had an amazing finish to the season. I think I want to say they finished off the season the last few months as the third best team in the league.
Really?
Or maybe even second in terms of points. And now they've gone and basically sold, I think, 7 of their best players. And one of the players was on loan as well. So obviously they lost him too. So they've lost 8 players and got a combined 26 million for them.
Jeez.
And I want to say, so 2 of them were Yarek and Mosquera, which was their entire back line. They were both their center backs, or starting center backs.
Yep.
They got 25 million for them. And the other players that played, and some of them started for them, they sold for a combined 1 million. 6 players, which is absolutely horrible business.
Yeah.
And I think it's just because they didn't want to pay them, or they didn't want to give them a second contract because Lim wants to be cheap.
Of course.
Yep.
Don't we just
absolutely ruining the club. I don't like all these Valencia are going to go down once Saudi owners start going into La Liga.
Oh, I mean, because more money, and yeah, agreed.
Yep.
Gotta love it. Okay, let's just continue with some of the more done deals. So yes, Lucas Vasquez going from Real Madrid to Bayern Leverkusen as a free agent, the 34-year-old. So good stuff for Bayern Leverkusen, strengthening them with some good experience. Another one, Chelsea, Kone Chukwuemeka, going from Chelsea to Borussia Dortmund, the 21-year-old, for 20 million confirmed fee. The midfielder. Another one, Roberto Piccoli, going from Cagliari to Fiorentina for 25 million euros. The striker, who's just 24-year-old, so good luck to him.
Good deal.
I know, agreed. James Justin, going from Leicester City to Leeds, a 9.3 million euro fee, the right back, so good luck to him at Leeds. Another one, Albion Hajadri, going from Lugano to Hoffenheim on a $5 million fee, the centre back, so good luck to him at Hoffenheim. Another one, Yukanari Sugawara, going from Southampton to Werder Bremen on a loan, the right back, so good strengthening for Werder Bremen's defense. And another one, shout out to Nemanja Matic, going from Lyon to Sassuolo in Italy, the 37-year-old free agent who's just a defensive midfielder right now. And yeah, nice little done deal for Matic. I'm glad he's still out there playing football anywhere away from United. Probably would be happy for him. Another one, Tyler Dibling, going from Southampton to Everton for 40 million euros and 5.7 million add-ons. The 19-year-old, and yes, wow, Everton, they have money, I guess, to spend, and good for them. Proud of them. And yeah, another done deal, Giovanni Reina, going from Dortmund to Borussia Mönchengladbach on a 4 million fee, the attacking midfielder who's just 22-year-old from United States. Luis Sinisterra, going from Bournemouth to Cruzeiro Esporte Club and a 2.3 million euro fee. And yeah, just a loan, the left winger. Another one, Jonathan Roa, going from Marseille to Bologna on a 17 million euro fee, the left winger. Another one, Christian Aslani, going from Inter Milan to Torino on a loan, 1 million euro, and 23-year-old defensive midfielder. Then Karl Hein, going from Arsenal to Werder Bremen on a loan, the goalkeeper. So yeah, good strengthening for Werder Bremen. Aster Vranic, going from Wolfsburg to Sassuolo on a loan fee, and a centre midfielder who's just 22-year-old. And Alex Moreno, going from Aston Villa to Girona on a free agent, the left back. Nice little stuff for him. And yes, Renato Sanchez, going from Paris Saint-Germain to Panathinaikos in lovely Greece on a loan, the centre midfielder who's just 28-year-old. And yes, that is all the done deals I have from my side. Paulinho, do you have anyone you want to mention? Any rumors as well you want to mention? Or we all good in the hood? I am all
We
good.
are all good in the hood.
Lovely. Thank you, gang. I appreciate you, gang. Love that. Okay. Well, everybody, that was indeed the transfer talks for this past week. Let us now move on to the next segment. I'm going to press this random button.
Let me talk. Let me talk.
Oh, I've got one. I got one.
Let me talk.
Oh, what? What you got?
Laj Ramazani is going to Valencia. Valencia have made a lot of pretty good signings this summer, but their team's never going to progress if they always, whenever the squad gels, they just break it down. Because at some point, it's not going to gel, and they also have a pretty good manager in right now, and they're not going to always have that. They're going to miss on a manager at some point. At some point, this is all going to fall apart.
All good things fall apart. Let's just look at some team we just talked about in the news. I don't want to roast them anymore.
Exactly.
Okay, well, everybody, let's go on to the next segment of the show, which is indeed the top 5 leagues going on in Europe, and let's just say the top 5 results, starting with the Premier League, with Mohamed Salah looking beautiful. And yes, the Premier League, let's start it off. First place currently in the Premier League is indeed Arsenal. Second place, Tottenham. Third place, Liverpool. Fourth place, Chelsea. And fifth place, Nottingham Forest. And sixth place, Manchester City. Down the table, 18th place is Brighton, 19th is Wolves, and 20th is West Ham United. The top goal scorers right now for the Premier League is indeed Antonio Semenyo with 2 goals for Bournemouth. Tied with him is Brennan Johnson with 2 goals for Tottenham, and Chris Wood with 2 goals for Nottingham Forest. Let's get into the match day 2. Let's go. First match, West Ham United and Chelsea, 1-5 for Chelsea beating the London rivals at the West Ham Stadium in London. And yes, Chelsea just doing great things, and it's good to see them coming off a good stint after the Club World Cup. All right, next match was indeed Manchester City and Tottenham, but Man City looking a bit atrocious in this match. It was 0-2 for Tottenham. And yes, great goals from Tottenham, putting on the pressure, which usually you see Man City doing, but Tottenham always beats Man City for some reason every year, and this is one of them. Moving on to the next match, Bournemouth and Wolves. 1-0 for Bournemouth against Wolverhampton Wanderers, and a red card for Wolves being very naughty, currently not doing as well in the first couple games. Next match was Burnley and Sunderland. 2-0 for Burnley. Doing good. And yes, Sunderland coming off a win in the first match, but Burnley had the upper hand in this match. Next match was Brentford and Aston Villa. 1-0 for Brentford, beating Aston Villa in London. And yes, great win for Brentford, and doing well at the moment. Next match was Arsenal and Leeds United. 5-0 for Arsenal, battering Leeds United in London as well too. And yikes, I don't know. Arsenal, they got some great stuff cooking up, and I can't wait to see what they have more to offer. Great team. Next match, Crystal Palace and Nottingham Forest. 1-1, a tie right here, stalemate. And yeah, decent result for both teams, I might have to say so myself. Both teams, great contender in the European competitions. Next match was Everton and Brighton. 2-0 for Everton. And I know Jack Grealish coming off of his Premier League debut, and he had a assist for Everton. So good stuff for them. Can't wait to see more for Everton. Next match was Fulham and Manchester United. And yes, 1-1. Nothing against Manchester United. They played decent in this match, but could have played better. Fulham, good shout out to them, and they were doing decent in this match, I might say. And then last match of this match day 2, Newcastle and Liverpool. What a match this was. 2-3 for Liverpool playing in St. James's Park. And yes, a red card for Newcastle being naughty naughty. Van Dijk, I don't know what he's doing, elbowing MMA, but he's a queen, so he gets whatever he wants. And yes, we talked about this. Rio scoring in the last minutes of the game, the 16-year-old, and yes, great stuff from them. Newcastle did great. They did absolutely great in this match, put on the pressure, but Liverpool did come back and did get that sealed victory, and shout out to them. Shout out to them. Mr. Polino, any couple words you want to say about any of the matches this past week in the Premier League?
I'm feeling even better about saying West Ham's going to go down.
Okay. Yeah.
Even though it is sad to see.
It is sad to see. What was your prediction? I know West Ham was in my bottom one. I believe for me it was Burnley, West Ham, and it wasn't Sunderland. I predicted Sunderland would stay up. It might have been Wolves as well too, but I don't think so. Maybe the teams that came up was Brentford. No, sorry, Burnley. It was Sunderland, and who else? Burnley, Sunderland, and Leeds. Oh, I said Leeds. I said
Yeah.
I said West Ham, Leeds,
I think we both
and
had
Burnley.
Burnley and Leeds, yeah. And then
West Ham.
Okay, then I must have said. I don't think I said the same as you.
Actually, I think I have the prediction. So let me just scroll down to it really fast, just to do a little looky. Maybe I have
one
it.
of us went Wolves and one of us went Leeds.
Yeah. Oh, I think I have it here. Yes, I had West Ham.
Oh, we both
Burnley,
had
and
the
Leeds.
same bottom. We just had different order. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I'm not feeling very good about Man United, but you shouldn't be feeling good about Newcastle either.
Nah, mate.
I think Spurs might have this in the bag.
No, I do. When I said Manchester United, not in my top 5. You never know. Relegation could be coming from Manchester United if they keep up this performance. But hey, hopefully Sesko turns something on. Okay, well, everybody, that was indeed the Premier League. Let's now move on to the next league, which is indeed the La Liga, with Mr. Lamine Yamal looking very, very happy. And yes, La Liga, let's get into it. First place in La Liga this past weekend is indeed currently Villarreal. Second is Barcelona. Third is Real Madrid. Fourth is Getafe. Fifth is Athletic Bilbao. And sixth is Real Betis. Down the table is 18th place Sevilla. 19th is Oviedo. And 20th is Girona going down. Top goal scorers right now for La Liga is the first. His name is Adrian Liso with 3 goals for Getafe, and tied with him is Kylian Mbappe with 3 goals for Real Madrid, and tied with him is Tejon Buchanan with 3 goals for Villarreal. Shout out to these big men. All right, match day 2. Let's get into the results. First match was the Real Betis and Alaves. 1-0 for Real Betis. Good start for them. Next match was Mallorca and Celta Vigo. A tie right there, stalemate, nothing to add. Next match was Atletico Madrid and Elche. 1-1. I'm sure we'll talk about this in a second. And Atletico Madrid could have done better. Next match was Levante and Barcelona. Great game here, but it was 2-3 for Barcelona. And yes, them winning it in last minutes. And yeah, good for Barcelona. Currently keeping up the win streak. Next match, Osasuna and Valencia. 1-0 for Osasuna. And a great win for them, and a red card for Valencia being naughty. Next match was Real Sociedad and Espanyol. 2-2, a tie right here, stalemate, but a great match to go watch. Next match was Villarreal and Girona. Oh my gosh, Arsenal. 5-0 for Villarreal, battering Girona. And Girona are not looking good in 20th place right now. And Villarreal, top of the table and looking amazing. Next match, Oviedo and Real Madrid. Yeah, Oviedo just got promoted, so 0-3 for Real Madrid, winning away. And yeah, good stuff from Real Madrid. Next match was Atletico Bilbao and Real Vallecano. 1-0 for Athletic Bilbao, and yes, great win for them. And yeah, nice stuff for them. Next match was Sevilla and Getafe. 1-2 for Getafe, and yeah, good win for them, winning and currently in 4th place. All right, and then match day 6, for some weird reason I can't explain, probably Paulinho knows this. Celta Vigo played Real Betis. It was 1-1, a tie right there, and yeah, Real Betis could have done better, but hey, we move on.
I want to say it's due to rescheduling for European fixtures.
Yeah, I was about
both
to
of them are Europa League and Conference League.
Yeah, okay, fair. All right, Mr. Paulinho, anything you want to say about Atletico Madrid, Barcelona? Any games?
I mean, Atletico should have been better. I mean, I don't think Julian Alvarez in open play is having a tough season so far.
Eesh.
He didn't have a good Club World Cup either in open play, so like I said, all. But I'm sure he'll pick it up. I mean, Sorloth missed some chances, but overall, I mean, it really just came down to a defensive mistake where I think Johnny had to do a better job covering on the breakaway. I think that there was multiple corners from Atleti where Elche were able to counter off them, and Atletico have been. They must be one of the worst teams in all of Europe at set pieces at this point, which is crazy considering like 10 years ago they were probably top 5. So
Yep.
It's a crazy downfall, but they overall they played pretty well. They got plenty of chances, so I'm not too worried about overall play. I'm sure it'll improve. Barcelona game, that was a pretty crazy comeback. Levante looked really good. They were hitting them on the break all first half. Probably could have scored 1 or 2 more, but Barcelona is like inevitable at coming back in all those situations. They were doing this all last year too. I watched Villarreal against Girona. That was Tejan Buchanan's like one of the last guys I'd expect to score a hat trick. And
Is he from United States?
Canada.
Oh shoot, you're right. My bad.
Yeah, I think he played in the MLS though.
Yeah. Oh, I think his dad did. As well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Some heritage going on. But people will know this name, Nicolas Pepe.
Yeah, of course.
Nicolas Pepe. So Gerard Moreno got injured last week, and Nicolas Pepe moved from the right wing into like a center forwardish type of, like behind the striker type of role. And he really he played so well that game. And then Tejan Buchanan took his spot on the right. Obviously, he scored a hat trick. So I think you got a lot to look forward to in Villarreal. They just sold Yeremy Pino, so Malero is probably going to be the permanent starter on the left now. And their midfield has so many good options. They also signed Renato Vega, but they're gonna make a serious splash in Europe this year. Mark my words.
Could they possibly win La Liga? Just a question to you, a short question.
No.
Okay.
A lot of their signings are so new, so I think they're going to take a while to mesh. But I could see them there's situations where they could finish as the top La Liga team in the Champions League in the group stage part. I could see that happening. I don't know who they have as their opponents yet. I haven't checked that, but the draw did happen today.
Yes, and I'm sure we'll discuss it all another episode as well too. So, all right, lovely stuff. Yeah, shout out to Villarreal currently. Hopefully they can wish that it stays like this. But Real Madrid, Barcelona, very good. All right, on to the next league, which is indeed the Serie A, with Mr. Scott McTominay looking absolutely like he's having a great time, frolicking through the daisies. All right, so yes, the Serie A did indeed happen with match day 1 going on. It is indeed first place Inter Milano, second is Napoli, third is Como, fourth is Juventus, fifth is Cremonese, and sixth is Roma. Down the table, 18th place is Parma, 19th is Sassuolo, and 20th is Torino. The top goal scorers for the Serie A at the moment is first Marcus Thuram with 2 goals for Inter Milano. Second is Alessandro Bastoni with 1 goal for Inter Milano. And then tied with him as second is Astonisios Duvacas with 1 goal for Como. Shout out to Como. Match day 1, let's get into the results. So first match was Genoa and Lecce, 0-0. Not much happening here, we move on. Next match was Sassuolo and Napoli. It was 2-0 for Napoli, winning away, and a red card for Sassuolo being naughty. Next match was Roma and Bologna. 1-0 for Roma, and a great win for them to start off the campaign. Next match was AC Milano and Cremonese. 1-2 for Cremonese, winning in Milano as well too, with the big strong man. I don't know his name, but he is a big strong muscly man who just moved to Cremonese from another Italian team. So yeah, shout out to him. Next match was Cagliari and Fiorentina. 1-1, not the best result for Fiorentina, but great job from Cagliari, tying it up right there, point for each. Next match was Como and Lazio. 2-0 for Como, winning in Como as well too, and Lazio not doing the best. And yes, third place right now for Como. I mean, it's a tie, but it's only one game or whatever. All right, next match: Juventus and Parma, 2-0 for Juventus, but they got a red card as well, being naughty. But Juventus starting it off strong, 2-0. Next match: Atalanta and Pisa, 1-1. Decent result for Pisa with the first match. So yes, a tie in Atalanta as well. Not the best for Atalanta. Next match was Udinese and Verona, 1-1 for a draw right there. And yes, not the best result for Verona, but still, match they won. It is what it is. Moving on. Next match was Inter Milano and Torino. Arsenal, 5-0 for Inter Milano, battering Torino in Milano. And yes, Inter Milan, great stuff from them. Good way to start off the campaign after the bad results they had last couple of months. So yes, lovely stuff. Mr. Polino, 1 or 2 words. Anything we want to say about Serie A? Inter Milano doing.
That bicycle kick against AC Milan was pretty crazy. And then also, I mean, Como looks good. Nico Paz had a great start to the season.
Yep.
And maybe Duvacas will maintain his role. I think they got Bellotti as well, but we'll see who wins that starting job. Right now, Duvacas is starting pretty good. He didn't have the best season last year, but he was good in preseason as well. He did good in the cup the week before. I think he scored 2 goals in like 2 minutes. So good for him. And Vlahovic comeback too, by the way.
True, very true. I mean, I hope he does good in Juventus. I know they were wanting to sell him, but I hope he stays.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, well, everybody, that was indeed the Serie A. Let us now move on to the next league, which is indeed the...
He's the highest paid player in the league, by the way, so I think they're still going to sell him. But I think he's increasing his prospects.
Okay, fair enough. All right, well, everybody, let's now move on to the next league, which is indeed the Bundesliga. Yeah, so Harry Kane, he's doing great. He's doing well. He's happy. That's good. All right. No one asked. All right, let's go on to the Bundesliga. So yes, first place in the Bundesliga is currently Bayern München. Shock. Second is Eintracht Frankfurt. Third is Augsburg. Fourth is Hoffenheim. Sixth is Union Berlin. And yes, down the table is 16th Heidenheim. 17th place is Werder Bremen. And 18th place is, oh my gosh, RB Leipzig. Oh, bad for them. All right, the top goal scorers for Bundesliga at the moment is indeed first Harry Kane with 3 goals for Bayern München. Second is Ilyas Ansah with 2 goals for Union Berlin. And tied with him is Jean-Matteo Bohama with 2 goals for Eintracht Frankfurt. Excuse me, bad language there. Bad. All right, good job for all of them. All right, match day 1. Let's get into it. So first match was indeed Bayern München versus RB Leipzig. 6-0 for Bayern München, slapping RB Leipzig in München. And yes, oh my gosh, that's nicht so good. All right, Bayern München, good job for you. Next match was indeed Bayern Leverkusen and Hoffenheim, the other side of Bayern. 1-2 for Hoffenheim, winning against Leverkusen in Bayern Leverkusen's home stadium. Yes, Hoffenheim, great job for them. Next match was Union Berlin with Stuttgart, 2-1 for Union Berlin. Great job for them, winning 2-1. Next match was Freiburg and Augsburg, 1-3 for Augsburg, winning in Freiburg. So yes, great start to the campaign for them. Next match, Heidenheim and Wolfsburg, 1-3 for Wolfsburg, winning away. So yes, great match for Wolfsburg, and can't wait to see what they have. Next match was Eintracht Frankfurt and Werder Bremen, 4-1 for Eintracht Frankfurt. Great start for the campaign for them. And yes, a couple of the signings just doing good stuff. So hopefully they keep up the good form. Next match, FC St. Pauli and Dortmund, 3-3. A tie right there, and a red card for Dortmund being naughty. And yes, Dortmund, never change your consistency. Never change. Yes, great stuff from St. Pauli as well. Next match was Mainz and Köln, 1-0 for Köln, winning away in Mainz, and a red card for Mainz being naughty. So yes, great start for Köln. And then next match was Bayern Mönchengladbach, Borussia Mönchengladbach in Hamburg, currently coming up from the lower league. And yes, 0-0 right there. So hey, not the worst for Hamburg. All right, Mr. Polino, you got 1 or 2 words for the Bundesliga? Harry Kane doing great stuff for Bayern, getting a hat-trick in his first game. I cannot see anything more Harry Kane than that.
Yep. I watched the Leipzig game.
What do you think?
They didn't look very good.
Yep. Xavi
I mean,
Simons.
I think Xavi Simons needs to get out of there, but their team is like very newly put together. They have I think Lopendo will work out at striker, but I think it was Jan Diamante's first ever top flight game. I want to say I can't remember exactly where he came from. I think he came from a second division La Liga. Oh no, played first division La Liga, but he only played a few hundred minutes last year.
Yep.
This is Bakayoko's first game for them as well. Xavi Simons is on his way out, even though he looked pretty good.
Yeah. As good as he can look in a 6-0 defeat.
Yeah.
That's very good.
But I think Christoph Baumgartner is going to come in there. He's a bit of a different player, but I think eventually they'll get it together.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
The defense definitely struggled though. Tough.
yeah. Do you think Bayern's gonna win this?
Oh yeah.
league? Yeah. Okay. Fair. Dude,
It's already
Olise
over.
looks so good. I love Olise,
Who?
man. Olise, he's so
looked
underrated.
good. Luis Diaz, look, their entire front line just dominated, and maybe it'll be a Serge Gnabry comeback season up until Musiala comes back.
Yeah. All I'm saying is if Bayern continues this and they do well in Champions League, which they never do, but I hope they do, I could see a Ballon d'Or for either Mr. Olise or Mr. Hurricane. That's all I gotta say. If they continue to form. If they continue.
If I think they have to win the Champions League for that.
No,
Just go
agreed.
to wins the biggest prize, right?
Yep, correct.
All right,
but
we'll see what happens with them.
We will
I think
see.
they'd still give it to. Ooh, actually, that's a tough question. Would they give it to Musiala just because he? Well, I guess he was out. For too long.
No, he's out for too long.
He's
Yeah,
been out
man.
for too long.
Yeah.
We'll see. Maybe Harry Kane gets one.
Maybe we'll see. He's old. Just kidding. He's nice. All right, well, everybody.
Yes.
Moving on from the Bundesliga to the last league, which is indeed the Ligue, which is the French league. Dembele looking like he's staring at a hamburger. I don't know if he eats hamburgers. Okay, no accusations. All right, let us get into Ligue 1. So yes, Ligue 1, match day 2. First place is indeed Lyon. Second is Toulouse. Third is PSG. Fourth is Strasbourg. Fifth is Lille. And sixth is Lorient. Down the table, 16th place is L'Albi. 17th is Paris FC. And 18th place is Metz. The top goal scorers for Ligue 1 at the moment is indeed first Frank Malgry with 2 goals for Toulouse, and then tied with him is Kamori Doumbia with 2 goals for Brest, and then tied with him is Lassine Sendioko with 2 goals for AEL. Match day 2, let's get into the results. So first match was PSG and Angers, 1-0 for Paris Saint-Germain, and yes, could have done better, but hey, a win is a win. Moving on. Next match was Marseille and Paris FC. Good match here. 5-2 for Marseille, beating Paris FC in Marseille, and yes, great win for Marseille. Next match was Nice and Lyon. 3-1 for Nice. 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 Okay, sorry. And a red card for Ayal being naughty, and good win for Nice. Next match was Lyon and Metz. 3-0 for Lyon, continuing their great run to the beginning of the season, and yes, good stuff for them. Next match was Lorient and Rennes. 4-0 for Lorient against Rennes. And a red card for Rennes being naughty, and Lorient doing great stuff right now. Decent. Next match was Strasbourg and Nantes. 1-0 for Strasbourg. And yes, good win for Chelsea Part B team. I mean Strasbourg. Excuse me. Sorry. I don't know. All right. Next match was Toulouse and Brest. 2-0 for Toulouse, beating out the Brest. Don't say that again. But yes, Toulouse doing great stuff, and second place for them, keeping up the wins. Next match was L'Albi and Lens. 1-2 for Lens, winning away. And yes, great win for Lens, and yeah, decent. Next match was Lille and Monaco. 1-0 for Lille, doing great things, and yes, currently, decent result in the table. I mean, they're fifth place. I mean, what can I say? It's decent. Whatever. It's the beginning of the season. I don't know. Okay, well, that was indeed Ligue 1. Mr. Paulino, anything you want to say about Ligue 1 besides Mr. Dembele looking Dembele good? I hate that.
Dembele good. What was I going to say?
What were you going to say?
I watched a few of these. I thought, but I didn't watch this weekend.
Hmm.
Jonathan Klaus was about to leave Nice and go to Leverkusen, but they signed Lucas Vasquez, which is I can't believe. Well, that's a very Ten Hag thing to do. Sign
Agreed.
Lucas Vasquez instead of Jonathan Klaus. That is an insane decision.
Shock.
Yep. I have nothing to say. All these results look pretty. Actually, Ron's had a bad game again. This is their second straight game with a red card. What is going on with them?
Anger issue.
That's my takeaway. Ron says anger issues. There you go.
Damn. You'd expect that from Marseille, not Ron. Okay.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
Marseille. That had a fight, didn't they? That might have been after last week with Rabiot and Jonathan Rowe.
Yeah.
Kicking them both out.
I love it. More violence. Okay, not good.
Yep.
Honestly, you know what? I wanted to talk about this in the breaking news. There was a Chilean and Argentina and Brazilian. I'm surprised this wasn't in the news there was fans that were killed, or there was one fan that was killed. They were throwing stuff at fans, and fans were jumping away from the stadium, and on the other side of the stadium, and they got pushed off the stadium.
Where was this?
I don't know. It was Chile. It was some South American game between two clubs, in the I think it was in the Copa Libertadores or something like that. I don't know, but nasty scenes. I don't know. Yeah, if you have a chance, everybody look it up, but at your caution, because it was kind of violent. So yeah, I mean, South American football, they sometimes get too rowdy. All right.
Two fans were killed.
Mm-hmm.
Financial penalty. What the hell happened there?
No, look into it.
Right, I will update us on that after I'm going to read some more information on it. You can go on.
All right. Well, everybody, let's now get into the next couple of leagues, which is the MLS and Saudi Pro League with Messi and Ronaldo over there. So yes, the MLS currently it's Philadelphia Union, first place, second place Cincinnati, third place Nashville, fourth place is Charlotte, fifth place Orlando City, sixth place is Inter Miami, seventh place is Columbus, eighth place is New York City, and ninth place is Red Bull. Down the table, 13th place Montreal, 14th place Atlanta United, and 15th place is DC United. The top goal scorers for MLS Anthem is first, Sam Surridge with 20 goals for Nashville. Second is Lionel Messi with 19 goals for Inter Miami. And third is Evander with 16 goals for Cincinnati. And remember, they are halfway into the season, or almost done, actually. And Saudi Pro League, it hasn't started yet. So Saudi Pro League, yes, good for them. Hopefully they start actually in a week. So can't wait to see what happens there. All right, lovely stuff. Paulinho, you got any updates for that lovely news you want to talk about, or you want to move on? All right, well, okay, that's fine. Let us now move on to the next segment. I'm going to press this random button.
Speelt de bal heel goed naar Dennis Bergkamp. Dennis Bergkamp neemt de bal aan. Dennis Bergkamp.
Well, if you didn't already know, there is Beckham. So yeah, love that. All right, well, moving on to the next segment of the show, which is indeed the football memes of the week, brought to you by Rival Banters with Mr. Lamine Yamal, a mascot, after crashing out of the sadly European qualifications. But hey, we don't talk about that. All right, so the first football meme of the week is indeed about Vinny Jr. And yes, Madrid posted this picture of Vinny, who posted on his story with a Drake song that said, "What did I miss?" And yes, they tweeted this at Madrid Zone saying, Vinny Jr. on IG reshares a Drake's new song saying, "What did I miss?" Of course, Twitter, or X, is how it is. And someone tweeted back saying, Ballon d'Or? Never change X. That was a Barcelona fan, of course, so shocking. Whatever. All right, let's go on to the next meme. And yes, it is indeed about the Liverpool and Chelsea. And it's just a simple picture of Mohamed Salah and Rio Nubomo. And it says, "Thank you, Chelsea." And I'm sure Liverpool fans will be thanking Chelsea a bit for Salah and Rio. So yes, Chelsea, you have some good players, but how could you lose gems? They are just two gems, and hopefully Rio just stays how he is. All right, thank you, Mr. Lamine Yamal, for staying here, and let us now move on to the last meme of the show. So yes, the last meme is indeed about the US Open is going on right now, and Carlo Alcaraz, who's amazing tennis player for Argentina, and is playing there, and probably is going to win. Not surprises, but or Djokovic. I don't know. I know tennis, and yes, it's a picture of Carlos Alcaraz in the 90 Nike released sleeveless shirt, and it says with a caption saying Carlos Alcaraz looking like he'd have 99 shot power and PES 2006. He actually does look like one of those NPC characters I used to play for in the early PlayStation days, and yes, he looks like he had a rifle on him. So amazing stuff. All right, well, let us now go on to the next segment of the show. And Mr. Polino, you got anything you want to update us with? Or are you still looking into it?
Yeah. I have gotten a response from ChatGPT.
Oh gosh, gotta love. Wait, let me press a button randomly. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so it was a match on August 20th between Universidad de Chile and Independiente, which is in Argentina. So what happened was Universidad de Chile fans started throwing objects above, or they were seated above the Independiente supporters, and they started throwing objects like seats, bottles, debris, toilets, apparently stun grenades too. Broom handles, but stun grenades. Why were they throwing grenades down there? That's pretty crazy.
No, those fans that snuck in bombs and stuff.
Oh, wow. That's pretty crazy. I don't know how that gets past security. And then fires broke out in the stands, smoke filled the stadium, and security forces failed to control the situation. So what happened is Independiente's ultras stormed the Chilean section with sticks, knives, and weapons, beating, stripping, and humiliating the visiting fans. Yep. Some were forced to jump or were pushed off the stands. 20 fans hurt, several critically. One suffered a brain injury, and a 14-year-old was attacked. 100 Universidad de Chile supporters detained. Game was suspended around halftime. This was in the first half, by the way.
What? I thought it was after the match.
No.
Jeez.
What happened was...
That is brazy. That is brazy.
What's about...
Well, I would say I'm surprised, but not really surprised with the... yeah.
At least 20 injured.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the Chilean guy said that had a brain injury. Apparently he's in pretty bad condition.
Yeah, I assume.
It doesn't say anyone's died yet, though, which is good.
No, there was 2 people that were killed.
According to ChatGPT, you're lying.
Okay, well, that's what I read in at least the post that I read, but yeah. I mean, it was, if you look at the video, if you
look at more about this.
If you look at the videos, it was insane. Like, I don't recommend anybody watching the videos because don't support that, but it was disgusting behavior. But I mean, the fans were doing it to them first, and then they came back at them, and that's
yeah. It's more than a game and just a game at the same time.
Agreed. All I can say is that. Okay, well, everybody, let us now move on from that scary news on to the next segment, which is indeed I'm going to press this button.
I swear you'll never see anything like this ever again.
Well, let's now move on to the last segment of the show, which is indeed the Golden Goal Show football quiz. Let's now say the rules.
Hi, everyone and everybody to the Golden Goal Show football quiz. Aye, Suey. The guests will answer a series of football-related questions to test their Alpha, Beta, Sigma knowledge in football. So whoever has the most correct questions answered by the end of the quiz wins an all-inclusive tropical cruise with Big Benzema. Oh no. JKLOL Stinky, you get a crisp high five. Good luck, lads.
Yes, well, that was that stuff, and I'm gonna press this button. Nope, already did that. Drop the beat. Oh shoot. Okay, I don't know what I did.
Cheers, Jeff.
All right. Well, Mr. Paulinho, are you ready for this Golden Goal Show football quiz? It is going to be indeed about Manchester United. So yes, and about a great club with a great history. Let's just talk about this in a quiz. All right, so first question. When did Leeds United last finish above Manchester United? Was it 1989, 1992, 2022, or 2024? 1989, 1992, or 2022, or 2024? You have 10 seconds. 98 or 89, 92, 22, or 24. I'm going to say
98.
I'm going to say 92. Okay. Correct answer is indeed. It is indeed. Uh-oh. Oh, it is indeed not 2022. It is not 2024. It is not. Actually, I'm going to say the right answer. It is indeed 1992, which I did get it correct. So I win. Yay for me. Okay, well, 1-0 for me. Next question. What team has Ruben Almiron not coach? Was it Casa Pia, Braga, Sporting Lisbon, or Belenenses? Casa Pia, Braga, Sporting Lisbon, or Belenenses? You have 10 seconds. Casa Pia, Braga, Sporting Lisbon, or Belenenses? I'm going to say...
I will choose Braga.
I'm going to say Casa Pia because it sounds nice and I'm hungry. All right. Well,
I bet on them last year.
What?
I bet on them last year to win a game.
I'm so proud of you, mate.
Thank you.
The correct answer is indeed not Braga. It is not Casa Pia. So it is indeed Belenenses. That's a weird name, but cool. All right, it's still 1-0 for me. Let's go on to the next question. What was the score when Manchester United last played Arsenal on the opening day of the season in 1989? Was it 4-1, 1-1, 0-0, or 2-0? Again, 4-1, 1-1, 0-0, 2-0 against Arsenal. You have 10 seconds.
What year?
1989. 4-1, 1-1, 0-0, or 2-0. I'm going to say 4-1 because that sounds cool. What about you,
Okay,
Mike?
I'll say 2-1 then.
Ooh, it's only you're gonna say 2-0 because it's only 2-0.
2, sure.
Okay. The correct answer is indeed not 4-1. It is not 1-1. The correct answer is indeed 2-0. Congratulations, Mr. Polino. You got that correct. All right, it is 1-1. Let's now move on to the next question. After England, which countries are the most represented in the United squad with 3 players each? Morocco and Portugal, Netherlands and Brazil, Denmark and France, or Argentina and Cameroon? I'm going to say this again. Most represented in the United squad. Morocco, Portugal, Netherlands, Brazil, Denmark, France, or Argentina, Cameroon. You have 10 seconds. Morocco, Portugal, Netherlands, Brazil, Denmark, France, Argentina, Cameroon. I'm going to say Netherlands.
Does it say how many players or no?
It says with 3 players each. So I'm going to
Players.
say Netherlands and Brazil, I believe. Maybe.
Wait, can you go through them again?
Morocco, Portugal, Netherlands, Brazil, Denmark, France, Argentina, Cameroon. Oh, I should say Argentina, Cameroon. I'm going to stick with Netherlands, Brazil, but I think it's Argentina. Cameroon.
Ooh, is it national or like the national team they play for?
Yeah.
Oh shoot. Give me Portugal, I guess. I don't think they have. No, they don't have 3 Moroccans.
So Morocco, yeah.
Give me the second to last one.
Denmark and France.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even though they don't have
Oh,
3 Danish
okay.
players.
So it is not.
Wait,
Do they still have Ericsson?
I don't think so. I have no idea, mate. Could not have asked. Okay, well, it is not Morocco, Portugal. It is not Argentina, Cameroon. It is indeed Netherlands and Brazil. So I got that right. Damn. Yeah, Denmark and France. That was I thought it was gonna be that as well too, but nope. All right, last question. It's 2-1 for me. Joshua Zexi signed from which club? Was it Ajax, Bologna, Parma, or Bayern Munich? You have 10 seconds. Ajax, Bologna, Parma, or Bayern Munich. Is it Parma? I'm gonna say with Parma and stick with it.
It's Bologna.
Oh, shite. Okay.
Right.
Oh, okay. Well, it is not Ajax. It is not Bayern Munich. It is indeed Bologna. Which means it's tied. We have to do one more question. Lovely stuff. All right. So this is about a player who did miss a penalty on Wednesday against Grimsby Town. Which of these clubs has Matheus Cunha not played for? Atletico Madrid, Hertha Berlin, Bayern Munich, or Sion? You have 10 seconds.
Bayern Munich.
Okay, I'm gonna say.
You can, like.
I'm gonna say. I know he played for Atleti. But I'm gonna say Sion is too obvious. I'm gonna say Hertha because.
You can say the same answer as me.
No. It's okay. It's okay. I don't think he played for Bayern though. I don't remember him playing for Bayern. Okay, well, the correct answer is indeed not.
Played for Hertha before Leipzig.
Atletico Madrid. It is not Sion. The correct answer and the winner of the show is indeed. Where's the drum roll button? It is indeed. Need to get my confetti camera now. Bayern Munich, which means that Paulino, you have won the Golden Goal Show football quiz. How do you feel, mate?
I appreciate the pity win.
I didn't think it was Bayern Munich. I don't know. Oh, has he not played for? Oh shit, I'm stupid. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I thought. Yeah. Okay, I'm stupid. Never mind. Okay, well, good job, Paulino.
Yeah, I believe in you. I appreciate. Well, we would appreciate the comments thanking us for doing this on our lunch break. We're just trying to end the show early, you know. We know all the answers, but like, we just wanted to end it early, and we wanted some dramatic effect in there, you know.
Exactly. All right, well, everybody, thank you so much for watching the show, and that was indeed the end of the show. That was fun. It was really fun. I had a great time. It's touching moments. But everybody, thank you so much for watching on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, TikTok, and all that type of stuff. It was very fun, and I hope Andrea Onana becomes Superman and flies one time he tries to punch the ball next time. For all the Manchester United fans out there, just kidding. We love you, Onana. Please stay. Okay, Mr. Paulinho, thank you so much for staying in the show and winning the show as well, too. You won the whole show.
You're welcome.
You are a man with a plan. That has a plan. Yeah. I don't know what that means, but...
How to plan.
Okay, all the plan. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a great time here. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share it. Without sharing it, how else are you going to know that, you know, Grimsby Town to win the Champions League next? You never know. I could know. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, well. Everybody, as we say in the show, in 3, 2, 1, repeat after me. 1. Love. Football.
I hope you viewers repeat it after us.
You better repeat it, because if not...